Hello, Adurs. My name is Jose Ignacio, and welcome back. Many businesses already sell through Shopify but want inventory, accounting, and sales managed in one place. In this video series, we're going to cover how to configure and set up the Shopify connector, a third-party app that helps you run your Shopify store with all the benefits of Odoo's order and inventory management and scheduled synchronization. Now, for a background, here at Taco Tester, we run a successful e-commerce store for anything and everything taco related. And we're looking to improve our business with a centralized order processing system, better inventory and accounting management, all without having to jump between multiple apps or restarting on another e-commerce platform. But first, we need to create a Shopify account in Odoo and configure it before we link to our Shopify store. Just a reminder, the Shopify connector requires Odoo.sh and version 19. We also need the following apps in Odoo: Sales to manage our sales orders, Discuss for email, invoicing for accounting and balancing the books, Inventory to keep track of taco merch, like a tortilla blanket. So let's dive into Odoo to see how it works. To begin, we need to install the Shopify app in our database. So I'm going to open up the Apps app over here, and in the search bar, I'm going to delete this apps filter that we have right there, and then I'm going to search for Shopify. Perfect. We can see that the app is already installed in our database. Spectacular. Anyways, now I'm going to go back to the landing page right now, and this time we're going to open up the settings application, and we're going to scroll down until we've reached our developer tools section. We're going to click activate developer mode with assets. Boom. We need this mode to configure the necessary settings. To check that the mode is activated, we can see that we now have a bug icon over here in our top menu, indicating we're now in developer mode. Now we can set up our Shopify account in Odoo. Just like how a good taco can't be made without proper ingredients, you can't link your Shopify store to Odoo without first configuring a Shopify account form. So here we are back on the landing page. And this time we're going to open up the sales application, select configuration, and then Shopify's heading right there and accounts. Boom. So the Shopify accounts page displays all the Shopify accounts linked to our Odoo database. We already have some configured here for our store, but I want to show you how to create one. This is because editing the configuration of a connected account requires disconnecting it. I'm going to show you how to do that in another video. So I'm going to select new over here, and we're going to fill in the following information. Firstly, for the name, let's keep it simple and use the same name as the Shopify store. So we're going to do Taco Tester. Boom, perfect. So you'll notice that the e-commerce channel right below it defaults to Shopify. And since that's the platform our store is on, there's nothing that we need to do. Up next is this other field that says delivery handled on. And this is only available in developer mode. So this field determines who is responsible for the product being delivered to the customer, Odoo or Shopify. If it's Odoo, we would click into this field like I have and select Odoo from our nice little drop-down menu. But we want Shopify to handle product delivery, so we're going to leave it as e-commerce platform and click away. So I'm actually going to skip the credentials tab, as that is related to connecting the Shopify API. And I'm going to go over that in the next video. I'm actually going to select our configuration tab over here instead. So inside of here, we're going to start setting up our synchronization and sales order management settings. We want to ensure there are no missing Shopify store products in our Odoo database, so we'll also enable the Create Products checkbox right there. Now when we import the product list or fetch product data from Shopify, and Odoo encounters a new product that doesn't exist in Odoo, it will automatically create it. If the Shopify product doesn't have a SKU, then it can't be imported to Odoo. So make sure every Shopify product has one, even the variants. Another important fact is that the product category and taxes will not be replicated and must be set manually. However, there is a feature that will import taxes. I'm going to cover that in a minute. Now, to help manage our stock, there is a stock location setting right here. This is the internal location that is used by Odoo to track stock from Shopify. If not configured, the Shopify connector will create one. So I'm going to leave this field alone right there. Now, we also have the update inventory feature, and it is enabled by default. This feature allows any inventory changes done in Odoo to be updated in Shopify. This helps when you want Shopify and Odoo to have the same stock quantities. Now, moving on to our sales section. Here, we can assign someone to manage all the Shopify orders. Currently, the salesperson is administrator. If we wanted to, we could also assign a sales team as well. I'm going to make sure that create taxes is enabled, and this checkbox is another synchronization feature. This tells Odoo to import the tax information with the sales order. Similar to the create products feature, if there is no matching tax in Odoo, it creates one. If this feature is disabled, taxes are determined by the order's physical position and the products configured taxes in Odoo. So I'm also going to enable the create invoice checkbox. This tells Odoo to automatically create an invoice for every paid order imported or fetched from Shopify. However, the invoice creation depends on the invoicing policy configured for the product. And finally, there is the journals section over here to our left, where we can assign specific accounting journals to track Shopify transactions. I'm going to select for our very first one. I'm thinking this one should just be bank. Perfect. And that's going to be our payment journal. And then for our second one, it's going to be sales for the sales journal. All right, great. And that concludes our configuration tab. Now I'm going to open up the default products tab. Sweet. So this is another option that is only accessible when in developer mode. All the products in this tab are designed to ensure Shopify sales orders are successfully imported into Odoo. Whenever Odoo cannot match a line item, like in this case, a product or a few of these other things that we have right there, maybe even a price adjustment or shipping, refunds, all of these types of things, even shipping cost. Odoo will use the products here to represent the unidentified product in the sales order. Let me show you an example. So we got an order from a Taco Supreme level customer, and per company policy, we're keeping their identity a secret. This sales order uses a new shipping rate that we haven't created in Odoo yet. Because of the default products, Odoo made an e-commerce shipping product for the new shipping rate, without us having to manually set up or throw an error that would mess up the invoicing process. And that, Odooers, is how you configure your Shopify account. Talk about easy. We learned how to create and configure a Shopify account in Odoo to prepare to link our Shopify store. Without the proper configurations, we wouldn't be able to get the most out of Odoo's automation and management features. For more information about the Shopify connector, look at the links in the description box. Be sure to check out the next video in the series, Set Up the Shopify Connector. That's it for today. See you next time. Go grab a snack.